Welcome to 40 Fit Food. My name is Oscar and this is Mimi.
Hi, we're here every Tuesday to give you fitness tips and advice on how you can stay active doing Kung Fu or Tai Chi or strength training well into your 40s and beyond. Today, we thought we would take some time to talk to you about some of the benefits of exercise and why you need to continue it, because we've noticed some people are a little stressed out lately.
Yeah, people are stressed out, and when people get stressed out, they revert to their baser instincts, and they're like, I'm just gonna retreat and do nothing and maybe
wallow.
And for our students here who do Kung Fu Tai Chi and the students here at Control Health as well who do the fitness side, is we want you to maybe double down on your efforts of taking care of yourself. Exercise is a really big part of that, and we are gonna actually go over some of the benefits there.
Absolutely. Right. So, and just to reiterate, here in Orlando, Florida, we've been really fortunate so far in terms of coronavirus cases, and we are taking huge precautions to make sure that the temple and the fit studio and the CYH strivers are all in a really safe, healthy environment. And so thank you for all of you students and striver members who've been helping out with that and showing up to class and inspiring us that amidst all the crazy, we can kind of try to keep some normality. And of course, if you're not comfortable and you want to kind of be home, that's okay too. It's completely your choice, but don't stop moving. Don't stop believing, and make sure your exercise is on point. And we are stealing some really good information to share from our friends over at Movement at Medicine.
Yeah, here's the thing. Smart people, or sort of smart people, steal from really smart people. Yeah. And we're just smart enough to find people who are way smarter than we are, who've already put in the work and put out this great blog post. So Movement as Medicine guys, the coaches Kevin Carr, Coach Brendon Rearick, they put out an awesome post on the 10 reasons why, well, what's the title again?
The 10 reasons to exercise that have nothing to do with what your body looks like.
Yeah, this is an awesome post, so follow those guys. We're just gonna read it and just talk a little bit about it.
Right, okay, number 1, reduction of all-cause mortality.
Yeah, basically those who exercise will live longer.
Yes. Number 2, reduction of depression and anxiety symptoms.
Goes without saying, these times, probably important to do.
Yes. Number 3, improvements in activities of daily living and reduction of functional limitations with aging.
Yeah, listen, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people come here, is that they say, the person that I am right now is not the person that I really believe I can be, or the person that I used to be. I need to be able to do the things for my family, and that means maybe picking up groceries, it may be taking care of the kids, it may be all kinds of things, helping a friend move. You want to be able to do that for yourself, for your friends and your family. Exercise helps that.
Number 4, improved insulin sensitivity.
This has to do with blood sugars. I'm not going to go into a big science-y thing here because I don't know much about it. But listen, if we can control our blood sugar sometimes when we eat something and then immediately exercise afterwards, that doesn't give you carte blanche to eat whatever you want, but just realize that you can balance things out.
And it's helpful, and it's very helpful. Number 5, reduction of heart disease and cardiovascular disease related death.
I'm not gonna add to it, just it's good for your heart. You work your heart a little bit harder here, improve the way that it works. Moving on.
Number 6, reduced risk of sports related injury.
Another huge reason why people come and train and do a good strength training program, again, learned this a lot from Mike Boyle and those Movement as Medicine guys, is that your training should improve your sport. Your sport may be what you do of your life. It may be taking your kids, to the supermarket. Whatever your sport is, that is what you're trying to improve when you exercise.
Okay. And number 7, reduction in blood pressure. Anybody have high BP right now?
Yeah. I mean, really, we all need that right now.
Yes, let's bring it down. Number 8, improved immune system function.
I don't need to add anything. What do I
you
need to add anything to that?
You gotta ring that bell. If you guys are super paranoid though about getting any virus, let alone coronavirus, this is one way to help boost your immune. So every little bit that you can fight any of these attacking things coming at you, outside things, then this is a good thing. So get your immune system up, exercise.
And your lymphatic system is almost like this system. It's almost like the garbage and disposal system of the body. It needs to be drained and moved, and you moving around gets all that thing,
awesome.
All those things going.
Number 9, improvement in neuroplasticity and release of brain-derived neurotrophic growth factor. What? Explain, please. Big words from Movement as Medicine, guys. Yeah, they are, again, smarter than we are.
They're smarter than we are. But there's a lot of studies showing now and it's been for the past few years, that our brain continues to adapt as we get older. We can still learn new things. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean that we're going to decline in our brain function. Exercise will help that process go along, in addition to continuing to strive to learn new things, new languages, continuing to read. Exercise is part of it, so you can still continue to improve the health and the cognition of your brain.
And finally, number 10, reduction in systemic inflammatory markers.
Right, so again, a lot of research being done on the effects of inflammation through, for your health. It's negative, being too inflamed. So reducing those inflammatory markers will help you with your overall health, something else that we need right now.
Right, so whether you are here joining us at the temple or at CYH for classes, or whether you are home, please continue to exercise. And in addition to your exercise, I found it very helpful. I'm not gonna lie, of course, this is a stressful time. I have gotten angry and frustrated. I've gone through the whole ups and downs, but really what's been helping me is my daily meditation. Don't always do it successfully, but the act of trying, your breathing, those things are super important. I know you always talk about get your sleep, get your good nutrition in. All of these things are gonna kind of help us work towards boosting the immune system, feeling healthier, feeling happier, and you know, just, I choose to be in the calm. You know, you can choose to be anxious and angry, and it is your choice, but I choose to be in the calm and trying to just control what I can. A book I'd like to recommend is Ryan Holiday's The Daily Stoic. Those little bite-sized pieces of information to help me realize that the only thing I can control, not even my thoughts, is how I react to my thoughts, right? So I can think all these crazy things because you hear something and you get triggered, but it's how I react to that is the only thing I can control. I can't control this virus. I can't control people around me. So that's what I choose to focus on. And if you're interested in that, please check that book out. You know, shout out to that. So, and again, thank you so much to Coach Kevin Carr and Coach Brendon Rearick, because you guys are awesome at Movement is Medicine. And I know Oscar follows them pretty much all the time.
Yeah. Again, remember, find people who are a little bit smarter than you are, follow them, and just use them as your filter for a lot of things. The last thing I will say, in addition to what Mimi said as far as the mindset, it's super important, is you may not be able you may not be able to control what you're thinking and your anxiety. So just acknowledge it. Acknowledge that you may be feeling a little bit anxious. Acknowledge that you're worried about certain things. Take it and just kind of put it to the side, and then double down your efforts on yourself, on trying to improve your mindset, on trying to improve your movement practice, on taking care of your friends and your family, and especially now on being empathetic and compassionate to anyone else that you encounter, because you are not alone if you are feeling stressed out. Other people may be, and if you are taking care of yourself and being aware of how you are reacting to things, some other people may not be doing that. And so just be forgiving, compassionate, empathetic.
Yes, and have gratitude. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you guys for listening, for your feedback, for your questions. These past 70 plus episodes, it's been really awesome. You know, I'll share really quick. Someone walked in today from Rhode Island and said, hey, I follow your podcast. I love it. And I'm a martial artist from somewhere else, not even a Wallum student. And it's so nice to hear that. So thank you guys so much. We have gratitude for you. And that is what keeps us going. So let us know how you're doing during these crazy times. Keep exercising, and we will see you next week.